right, let's suspend this thing and come back tomorrow, Eric.
Yeah, let's do it. Suspend it.
All right, that's it, everybody.
Nice seeing you.
Hey, thanks for joining the NorCal Sports Network. I got a little hole in the roof from last night. The broom hit the roof. So we're out of here. Ha ha ha. A little fun, huh? Yeah.
Everyone would have left.
So game gets suspended at 2-2 in the top of the 8th. This bodes well for the Giants. Let me tell you why. This works out pretty good. Giants get the first 2 men on in the top of the 8th. They got second, third, nobody out.
Conforto popped. Or no, grounded out the first.
Grounded out. Runner stayed at second, third. They got a lefty on the mound. They're going to bring in a righty to face J.D. Davis tomorrow. There's a lot the Giants could do, depending on what they want to do. They could go with they could bring in someone like a Blake Sable to pinch hit for Davis. They probably won't. Probably leave J.D. Davis. But you could, if the matchup was really good, bring in a Brandon Crawford or a just to get that sack fly.
Yeah.
And get that run across. You can move, if you took Davis out, you can move Casey Schmidt from short to third, and then Crawford comes in. Crawford's got a day off, got a full day's rest. But here's where it helps. Camilo Duvall got an extra day off. He got yesterday off. Mm-hmm. Now he gets today off. He was going to pitch had the Giants gone in tonight. So this extra day for Camilo Duvall gives him 2 full days of rest. He will be very, he'll have his gas going tomorrow. It could, hopefully we'll see what happens, but the Giants got to do whatever it takes to get this run across. At least 1, hopefully 2 in the 8th inning, because now you can go to one of the Rogers in the bottom of the 8th. It definitely, the one thing the rain delay did do is it took Webb out. Webb still had 1 more inning left in him. He'd only given up 2 solo homers. He'd only thrown, my guess is he was around 85 pitches. I'm just trying to recall. Let me look up.
No, I think he was in the 90s.
Was he already in the 90s?
I think so. You have to look on this box. I thought that's where he was.
Let me see. Logan Webb threw 86 pitches.
Oh, he's 86. Okay, I was wrong.
Yeah, so he had another inning.
Yep.
So that part kind of stunk, because had they taken the lead, Webb would have been able to go out there 1 more inning, and then you bring in Duvall. But they got to get these runs across, give Webb the opportunity to get the win. Made in USA says Webb giving up 2 home runs is tiring. Hey, those aren't home runs in about 25 ballparks. Made in USA. That's just a lazy fly ball to right field. That is a stinking Little League field out there in right field. So
I thought they were pretty long, though. Wasn't it like 380 feet? I think it said 380 feet in game day or game. Game day.
That's not a home run in most ballparks.
Was it down the right field line, or is it just in right field?
More in not quite the gap, but even so, 380. I don't even know. The second one just looked like it just routine fly ball, just carried right out.
Yeah, the ball travels there, no doubt about it.
So, anyway, the Giants definitely need to capitalize and definitely win game 1, because it looks like game 2 is going to be Anthony DeScalfani. He's coming off the IL. He is scheduled, I believe he's going to pitch. I don't know if it's been announced officially. Let me take a look. Let's see. 2-2 game suspended. Second game. Yeah, DeSclafani is pitching against Luke Weaver. So, DeSclafani used to pitch in Cincinnati, I believe.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Maybe he gets jacked up to pitch there. He's 4-8 with a 4.44 ERA. Had a really great start to the season, April, but since early to mid-May, he's been, pretty bad.
Yeah.
So they got to win this game. Dodgers won tonight.
Yep.
So
Arizona was off today. I think Miami was off today.
Miami lost tonight.
Oh, did they lose? I thought
they
were
lost.
Who'd they play against?
They lost to the Cardinals.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was 6-4. Cardinals beat the Marlins. So the Giants picked up a half game on the Marlins.
Well, that's good.
And had they won tonight, they could have picked up a full game on the Marlins and a half game on Arizona and picking up a full game on Cincinnati. So this will – and we're supposed to have Marty Lurie on tomorrow night. So this will be interesting. I think they're going to start at 2:40. Hopefully the game ends at 3:30. The game is scheduled. Let's see what time if they've changed the game of the second. 7. No, they've got the second game still at 7:10. So I guess they're expecting finish 2:40. The game they probably will. That's a 5:40 start. That's not very good. Giants get this run across. It even gives them a better chance to win because the shadows are going to be playing a factor at that time in every ballpark. When you start anytime between 5 and 6:30 before the light, it's really hard to hit because the pitcher, is
you got that backdrop is in the sun.
Yep. And so you could even see. It wouldn't surprise me to see a squeeze play. Just
to get that run across.
Got to get that run across. Cannot get him to strike out.
What's the weather looking like for tomorrow?
It's supposed to rain all week there. I looked at it. Remember, I told you a couple of days ago. I said you're going to get rain in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I remember that.
It is tomorrow's forecast for Cincinnati. Let me pull it up here. Cincinnati. Storms likely to end around 12:45 this morning. A few storms may be severe. This is what's going on right now. As we look at, come on, okay, here we go. The daily forecast tomorrow, 66% chance of rain tomorrow, 41% Wednesday, 61 Thursday. So they're facing, let me look at the hourly here. It's got rain, 66%, 7 in the morning, 24%. It only gives me till 4 o'clock and it says 37%. So they're starting at 5:40. With this, it's probably going to pick up as the game goes along. You could have another situation
come through, yeah.
So the key to this is get this game in. Game 2, jump out ahead, get a big lead, get a 3-4 run lead on the Reds and get through 5 innings. Because if you got a big enough lead and you're through 5 and then the rain starts coming, they may call it a game.
They might.
They may not even suspend it. They might just say, we got enough in for the game. Game's called. Giants win. That's why you got to score. You got to score early tomorrow. In game 2. So, but tonight, some big hits by Slater, hit a bomb, and Flores was 3 for 3 tonight.
That's why you have him in there against the lefty. That's the value of Flores and Slater.
Or 3 for 4, I should say. He was 3 for 4, but he had 2 doubles and a homer. Man, that guy is still slow, though. He hit a double down the left field line bounced off the wall and he barely made it in a second. Oh man, that he's just slow, but that's okay. He can hit. You know,
How about that play at third base by Dela Cruz? Holy crap. A 96 mile per hour throw to first base, man.
Yeah,
he needs to be on the mound.
he might be have the best tools we've ever seen. There was a play in the first inning. He led off the game. He hit a one-hop chopper to third base.
Right. I heard it on the radio.
And J.D. Davis had to charge it and fire to first, and he got him by a hairnail.
Wow.
Thumbnail, whatever you want to call it. Fingernail, yeah. He barely got him. I mean, his foot was over the bag when it went into Flores' glove. That was unbelievable. That guy has...
And he creates, that's the thing. You could create, errors.
Oh, he got on. If he got on base,
he would have been running.
He would have stole second and third probably, but it would have been fun to see with Bailey.
Yep.
So he has unbelievable power, unbelievable speed, and an unbelievable arm. Maybe the best arm in baseball, maybe the fastest guy in baseball, and some of the best power. That's quite
special.
That's very special.
Yep.
Wow. So people that use all caps making up for other shortcomings. What do we got? Why all caps? Who are we talking about?
Oh, Justin, he capped it. No big deal.
Oh, Giants are not the second best team. LA is by far way better than the Giants. I don't know. They are better, but I don't know if it's far better right now.
They got 4 guys that are already over 20 home runs.
Yeah, but they're as a team.
The pitching, know. Yeah, it's the pitching.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't look like a.
They're not well rounded. It's their lineup is fine, but their rotation and their bullpen.
Oh, does the guy that fell under the tarp get a fat wet one? Well, that was pretty hilarious. In fact,
that was pretty good. Yeah,
I think I might even have that for you guys. Do I have that? I might have that. Where did I see that? Oh, yes. I videotaped it. It was pretty hilarious, but I've got a clearer copy. Right. Come on.
Hey, Mitchell, they start from exactly how it ended. JD, if it is JD Davis, he'll be up to bat. There's a guy on second and third. Who was it? Peterson and Flores?
Peterson was on third, Flores on second.
And there's one out. So, they start over from exactly where it stopped.
Yep. And so the Cincinnati can make a pitching change.
Yep.
Giants can pinch it.
Counter. Yep.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see if Gabe will do that. I don't think he will because it's J.D. Davis. But you have to consider the matchup. You got to look and see who is pitching for the Reds. How is J.D. Davis, if he's ever faced him? How has he fared? If he's 0 for 10 lifetime with 5 strikeouts or something like that.
And then Conforto comes up after him, right?
No, Conforto just grounded out.
Oh, that's right. So who's after J.D. Davis?
Was it Yaz or was it?
Maybe it is Yaz.
Let's take a look here. It was trying to remember the lineup. Oh no, it's Bailey. It's
Bailey. And then after Bailey?
Yaz, and then Mato, Schmidt, Wisely. So Wisely came through tonight with a big double. Didn't get the run scored, but and made all the plays at second base. Flores made a really good play on the throw that got by him from Schmidt. in the hole, got by Flores. It bounced off the wall. Flores ran after it, picked it up, and fired it almost in one motion to second base. Wisely made the nice scoop and tag. Beautiful. Opening play of was it the second guy? I think it was the second player. Maybe it was the second inning. Yeah, it must have been Jonathan India. I think it was.
Oh yeah, I saw that on game day. It said he had a single, but then it showed him out. I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, he got out going to second. Yeah, India's 3 for 3. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But
And I hope it's not, with Flores at second, a base hit, he ain't gonna be able to score from second.
Well, that's the time you might want to consider, depending on who's coming into the game. You might want to consider, bringing in Wade to pinch run.
Yeah, maybe.
Flores' bat is probably not coming up. That's a key run.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
You definitely want to. Yeah, you don't want a chance on base hit. That outfield is not deep, and Flores, it's going to take a triple to get him home. Jeez, I'm telling you that I like Wilmer Flores' bat. Good guy. And
just no wheels.
No wheels. I mean, somebody said, I think it was MF said, I wanted him gone. Yeah, don't misconstrue my comments. I said if the Giants
are selling,
yeah. MF, I said that Flores is one of those guys that would give you a pretty good haul. Not a haul, but a prospect. He'd give you a decent prospect because teams are looking for guys like Wilmer Flores. Wilmer Flores is a valuable player to a contending team.
Yep.
He can play first. He could play second. He could play third.
DH.
He could DH, and he can pinch hit. I mean, he's a very valuable piece. I'm just saying, if you had to sell, he's one guy I would sell because of what you could get for him on the market. So, be careful when you quote me. Mark Graves, too many people on here love the DFA players. Yeah. Yeah, who's getting DFA'd, Graves? Who we got?
I'm trying to take a gander at this.
Estrada might have surgery. What are we talking about? I'd like Farhan to acquire a JD Davis type deal as an appetizer early before the.
Really, Estrada might have surgery. Oh my!
I don't know. I haven't heard that. I've heard he's.
Where'd you hear about that, Ted?
Yeah, is that something you've heard, or you're just kind of speculating that he might have surgery? Because I would think if he was going to have surgery, he would have had it. Unless
I'm wondering if it's not healing, and now
it's not healing, maybe that would stink. That would push him back. I would think if it's been a couple weeks. I did read that Haniger was expected to be out 10 weeks. He had surgery on June 14th. This Wednesday's 5 weeks. 10 weeks puts him out to the last week of August. So we may see Haniger the 1st of September.
Do we want to see Haniger in the 1st of September?
Well, he's a guy with power. I mean,
yeah, but he's been out so much of the season. He's not going to have. We're going to be in the thick of it. We can't afford, someone to, got to give this guy a couple of days to get right. And
they're not going to do that, Romo. What they would do is, let's see.
ESPN Fantasy News says Estrada may have surgery.
Interesting. Where are you reading that?
Right here, Ted. Right there.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I have Estrada on my fantasy. When did they say that? What's the date of the report? Is that in the last couple days, or sometimes those things are weeks old, that articles that get posted? I'm just wondering. I have never seen anything like that mentioned by the Giants. A lot of times these fantasy things and all that. They speculate and when the injury happened, and then they put the article out, republish it after it's been out for 3 weeks. I'm curious if that's dated in the last day or two, because that's really interesting news, because nobody has mentioned anything like that in the Giants camp about surgery for Estrada. So I think what happens is he gets Henniger. He's probably working out the lower extremities, just keeping in shape.
Yeah.
And then if he's eligible to start doing some baseball activity, they will probably put him in the Arizona League for a week, and then they'll put him up, and they'll give him like 2 to 3 weeks of at bats, and it'll be like a
mini spring training.
Right. They're not going to stick him out there after 2-3 days because he's ready to go. No, they're going to give him a full couple of weeks of.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you get a veteran that is,
Yeah, I get that.
He's 100%. It adds. They do need a right-handed bat, whether he becomes the starter or not. I don't know.
The problem is when is he ever 100%?
Yeah. Let me go over this injury report here. DeSclafani, he'll be back tomorrow. Luke Jackson is expected back. He's already threw a scoreless inning a few days ago on the 13th in the Arizona Complex League game. Brebbia is on a throwing program as of July 14th. He's rehabbing down here in Arizona. You know what? I might go see if I can get a hold of John over in the next day or two and get an interview with him. That might just be good. He's a great interview, and we could get an update on what's going on.
Ted says it was 11 days ago. So
see, that's what I'm saying. Those things are
good.
When you got to always look at the date because they come out and yeah. I mean, if that was really true, the Giants would be talking about that right now, not 11.
Yeah.
They would have done it 11 days. Here's what I got on Estrada from the Giants site. Expected return August. Estrada was hit in the hand by Adam Ottavino, pitch in the 8th inning of July 2nd contest. He remained in the game. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And he was placed on the 10-day IL on July 3rd. He's expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks and is currently rehabbing in Arizona. So he's already, rehabbing. That doesn't mean he's throwing or hitting. It probably just means he's whatever. Yeah. Getting so 4 to 6 weeks. Let's take the 6 weeks and just say it's 6 weeks. And he went on the IL on July 3rd. If you took 6 weeks from July 3rd, that would put you at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about the 7th of August when they face the Angels. So that's another. Well, there's still 4 games left in this series. 3, 7, 8, 10, 13, 17, 18, about 19 games. So I would expect him back around that series against the Angels at the 6-week mark. So yeah. Why is Donovan Walton in our chat? Why is Donovan Walton being talked about in our chat? Who brought up Don? Let's see. Let's go back. I don't see anything with Donovan Walton except by MF. MF's bordering on a timeout.
Don't believe it, Eric. I saw who put out that damn report. I want to believe it. Don't believe anything Heyman says.
Arson?
No way. Yeah, Heyman was saying, it's a 25% chance that the Dodgers may get Ohtani. Yeah, okay. Sure.
I don't think the Dodgers will get him in a trade. I just don't see the Angels trading with him. I really don't. I mean, crosstown rivals hate it. I mean, it's kind of like, do the A's want to do the Giants any favor?
Exactly. The Giants and A's, it's the same thing.
I mean,
even though you're not in the same league, you're just it's regional rivalry.
MF says I don't hate Donnie Walton. I have nothing against Donnie Walton. It was just a bad trade getting rid of Prelander Baroa. How do you say his name? Prelander Baroa, I think it was.
Oh, the pitcher?
Yeah, he was only like 22, 23 years old. Yeah, that's the wrong Donnie Barrels, though. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Trades are going to start flying here in the
next week, maybe.
I wouldn't say flying, but there's going to be a couple deals. Today's what, the 17th? You watch, there'll be a deal sometime this week. And it won't be just the minor variety. Somebody will make the jump and there'll be a deal, and then there'll be another deal, and then there'll be,
Speaking of deals, this was a dumb one to get rid of Santos. I don't even understand why they got rid of him.
Yeah, I don't know why they've given up on some of these younger pitchers. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Ted Mosby says, I'm mad at LaStella more than Walton.
Yeah, he stole some money.
At least Walton didn't steal cash. Well, what's the one thing that's a common denominator between LaStella and Walton, Ted? Let me spell it for you. I'll put it right there in the chat. That's the common denominator right there. All those deals.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'm not going to get all over far on it. If the farm system continues to produce, and the guys that he brought in this year, come through, whether that's Conforto or Stripling or some of the other guys that start to come through.
So out of all those, up to this point, which of those moves has paid off the most?
Of the moves, I think two. Conforto and Taylor Rogers.
Yep, I agree. The Stripling and Manaea, Haniger.
Stripling, Manaea, Haniger, that's three. Who else did he bring in? He re-signed Jock.
That was bad for $19 million.
We'll see.
I understand getting Jock, but for the amount of money,
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, the whole thing with Jock is it provided you the only way you're going to keep him was something like that, and then you got him with that kind of money, which then gives you the opportunity to trade him at the deadline, or if he goes to make the playoffs, maybe you could sign him. I would think Jock would be, how old's Jock now? 30?
Somewhere around there, right?
I would think if Jock goes to the playoffs here, I'll tell you how old Jock is in just a moment when I look at the roster. I think he's about 30. Jock Peterson is 31.
31.
Okay. I would re-sign Jock for after this year. I would sign him to 2 years and $19 million. Okay. You got your gift.
Yep.
Now
I don't even know if I want to bet. He's 8 bombs.
Yeah. I think he's a guy that might come through though. I keep thinking he's going to get on a roll and start really hitting them.
Yeah, we only get less than 70 games left to play.
It only takes one. Once you get one, I mean, you get a guy that can hit you 4 or 5 homers in a week. Jock's that kind of guy, and he could carry a club. And, I want a guy like that on my roster for the playoffs who's used to doing it, but we'll see.
Now, if he shows some light in the season,
if he doesn't, I'm not signing him if they make the playoffs and he does nothing for us.
Yeah, well, I'm even saying, even if you get into the playoffs, if he hasn't shown nothing in the entire regular season, how could you even put him just because he has a history of doing well in the postseason? You got to use the eye test a little bit there. I would think.
There's guys that come through that know how to come through.
Yeah.
There's guys that, man, they're just made of steel. Steph Curry, he's a different animal. You watch him.
But he also has a good during the season. It's not like
but I mean,
I'm
talking about yesterday golfing. He hit a 20-foot plus putt. He had to make it or he didn't win the tournament, and he made it.
Nice.
It was so clutch. Certain guys have that. Jock may have that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot left to be played.
Good luck to you, Spencer. I know how that can be.
Oh, I hate the VA's a pain.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is. It's not easy.
Dang
I wish you luck, my friend.
Yeah, I got to get an injection in my back tomorrow. It's killing me. All this sitting and standing. I can't even hardly do my walks anymore, let alone run. I'd love to get back to running. Ted Mosby asked a good question here. What if Luis Gonzalez gets hot and Meckler sustains excellence and Conforto opts out? Who says and who goes for the future outfield?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's there.
Maybe they could just keep Meckler down in AAA. I mean,
we'll see how Gonzalez does. Hopefully his back is okay. I need to go talk to him too. He's probably down here in Arizona.
And that's what sucks when you get back procedure. About backs. It's hard to keep them going, and once they're hurt.
I got to ask him. I did interview him. I can't remember if they put the rod in or not. Hopefully not. Gosh, that would be tough to play with a rod.
That's excellent. Yeah, lean on him. You need to lean on him because if he does that stuff, he'll help you a lot. That's good. When you have someone I had someone to help me with mine as well, and it paid dividends.
Yeah. So a lot of talk today on the news circuit about Shohei Ohtani. But,
I wonder where all that got started.
But NorCal Sports Network.
We didn't start it.
No, but we were out on it last night talking about it.
Everyone thought we were live.
Before the rest of the Bay Area got to it.
Oh, man.
Robert Rothberg joins us all the way from New York. Hello, Giant World.
Even with a suspended game.
The Giants were on the verge of winning the game. Robert. It's good news that the game's suspended. You missed my little monologue. The reason it's good news that it's suspended is the Giants have 2 men on base with 1 out. They have time to study the Reds pitchers, who's going to be batting. They can watch film of this guy, be ready for that at bat. Giants get a run or two across. Camilo Del Valle gets an extra day of rest. He pitched Friday and Saturday, and he got Sunday off. Now he was going to pitch tonight if the Giants needed him. Now he gets an extra day's rest. So it's possible, Giants got to get these runs across. So at least one. If they don't get one of these runs across after having second and third, nobody out, that's a momentum killer. I mean, the Reds will be fired up. So I got to believe the Giants get this run across tomorrow. J.D. Davis just has to make contact, to the outfield.
Do you think Cincinnati brings in another pitcher?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're bringing a righty. And that's why I say I would consider countering. You got Lamont Wade on the bench, right?
Yeah, why not? That's the time to use. This is the time to use it.
Okay, right? So let's look at the lineup. After
Wade, he might want to use Wade for his bat though, instead of
if they brought up Wade, they would walk him. Let me pull the lineup up again. I think it's Bailey. Yeah, so Bailey is after Davis. They're going to bring in a righty to face Davis. Okay. If not, if they have a lefty, all the better. You got Davis. They may do this. The Reds may bring in a lefty and walk Davis and face
Bailey because Bailey had 2 Ks and
face Yaz after that. The Giants don't have any more outfielders. Do they? No, they don't. Slater's out of the game. Peterson's in. I mean, they got Sable. So it'll be interesting what they do. You gotta, J.D. Davis is their cleanup hitter. He's hasn't he been their leader in RBIs this year? We went over that. I think
he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So I don't see Kapler pinch hitting for him, but it's it'll be interesting.
It's going to be interesting how that game ends.
Yeah, he cannot strike out, and the part I'm concerned about is that they're going to be in the twilight, the sun. That's the worst part. It's going to be at a bad time where the hitters doesn't see the ball as well, and if they bring in a righty that's got a lot of spin, it's hard to pick up the spin when you don't see it as well. So, Greg, we could have 2 losses tomorrow. You could also have 2. Greg, you could also have 2 wins tomorrow. Oh, boy.
Hey, Samuel, I don't care for Bowden either. Bowden, Heyman, I don't care for either of those guys.
Bowden, whatever you call them.
Yeah, Bowden.
Who says that? Samuel Rosario, MF. Heard a rumor that Bowden, the Giants will give up.
Yeah. Matos, Luciano, Harrison, Wisenhunt, and McRae.
Okay. Well, that's, Bowden. There's just all speculation. Everything's speculation at this point.
I mean, we got just as much information as they do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows. But anyway, so
MF says if it's going to be cloudy, then there won't be no shadows tomorrow. True.
That's true. That's a good point. If the sun's not out, maybe that would be actually to the Giants' favor. So what else we got? Senior softball game says I'm completely over Ohtani this year unless it's for something like Bart Ramos. Yeah, that's not going to happen. There's no way the Angels are just
you're going to have to give up at least one of your big guys.
Yeah, probably 2. Greg Dayton says I'll take 1-1 tomorrow. Hey, we're going to have Marty Lurie on tomorrow night. Marty says the Giants are going to go into the series with the Nationals on a 6-1 road trip. So that means they're taking 3 of 4 against the Reds. If they can get this first one and then somehow take the second, man, Marty will be coming on here with a big high. So we'll join you tomorrow, too, at probably without any weather delays. It'll be somewhere around 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
7
to that game was jamming. I was like, man, we might have to go on at like 6:15, and then the weather hit.
It was moving. Yeah, it was the 8th inning. Webb's games go fast. I mean, with the pitch clock and his getting the ball over, man, he gets guys to hit the ball in the first pitch a lot. That's what's great about Webb is trust his stuff, and he keeps his pitch count low and he can eat up innings. Yeah, he's got to be feeling pretty strong because he threw 86 pitches tonight. Now he's going to pitch again probably on Saturday. Let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, he'll pitch Saturday in Washington. And then I guess he won't pitch again until the Boston series. He'll skip the A's when they come home. let's see, he'll pitch Saturday, and he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'll pitch the opener against Boston on Friday night. So then that'll allow him to pitch one of the games against Arizona. Good. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'll be able to pitch against Arizona. So it's going to be, so the A's will miss Webb both times. That's all right. All right. So, yes. So they'll face, we've only got, really, today's the 17th. We've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight is the night before the trade deadline. The trade deadline's August 1st, like sometime like
in the afternoon, right?
Like 3 in the afternoon or something
like that.
Eastern, maybe like noon our time. So
Shohei Ohtani homers for number 35.
He just homered
Fly
again.
Ball to center field. Yes, he did. Gee. So now they're tied it up 3-3.
Who are they playing?
The Yankees.
Oh,
106 miles per hour off his bat, 403 feet.
If they lose, though, every loss that the Angels, it just creates more drama for the trade talk.
I'm telling you, man, he's batting over 305 now.
Yeah,
with over 1,000 OPS. I mean, someone's getting him. Somebody's gonna get him for sure. You don't think he's gonna get dealt at the deadline?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's hard to tell. Yeah, it really is.
Senior says Tyler Fitzgerald needs to be called up. Well, they have to create a roster spot.
That's the problem, the 40-man.
Let's take a look at this Giants 40-man roster because they've got some decisions to make coming up. Okay, so tomorrow, DeScalfani's coming up. So who goes down? Levera? Probably. Okay. So who's next coming off the IL after?
Yeah, get rid of Diaz. I agree. What's the point of having Isan Diaz, to be honest with you?
Yeah, he's likely to be one that gets DFA'd. Yeah. Because if you look at this 40-man roster, okay, so then who goes down when Luke Jackson comes up? Probably somebody like a Tristan Beck.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And then you got Brebbia, that, assuming everybody's healthy, then who comes, you got Brebbia that's ready to come up. Then who do you put down? It's like,
yep. They'll find an injury from somebody somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's the toughie. I mean, so
he'll be ready tomorrow. Ramos comes off the IL tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
The 18th.
Yep.
Oh, they'll have to make a 40-man spot for him.
Yes, that's true. If I don't know how long they can, I was looking that up and I couldn't figure it out. It's possible they can continue to leave him on the 60. I just don't know how that works.
Is there for rehab or something I don't know. Interesting.
I don't know how long you can leave him on the 60 if he's playing. I'm just not sure. But let's assume at some point they've got to make a decision on him. There could be a trade. If Luciano is in a deal, that opens a 40-man spot. It really is hard to know what they're going to have to do because this isn't like as clear as it used to be when they were awful and the 40-man, I mean, Wisely's a guy I know they want to keep. But I don't know if they want to keep him on the 26-man. He's definitely, when Estrada comes up, he's the guy to go.
Get optioned.
Yeah. Ryan Walker's another guy that could be optioned down if Brebbia, comes back and they need room there. It's
that makes sense.
Yeah. So making room for Tyler Fitzgerald would have to be somebody like a Diaz, putting somebody like a Jose Cruz on a 60-day, bringing him up. You had to put him on the active roster, then you put him on the 60. I don't know if they got some kind of injury for him or whatever. there's all kinds of stuff that can happen. DeSclafani could have, just get rocked at some point, and they just say his arm's too tired. We're shutting him down for the year.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm all for shutting. If DeSclafani doesn't come back and become, a real factor in the second half, where he's, if he's dragging the team down, then just shut him down.
Exactly.
If he's doing well, he could be an X factor for the Giants and really help them. But we'll see. He's a big key, because if he's well and pitching well, obviously that's a plus for you for the rotation. But if he's stinking it up, if he's pitching like he was, in June,
right,
in July, then
we're getting
you don't want him on the roster.
No,
you're definitely not going to carry him on a playoff roster. So you might as well open up a roster spot and shut him down and say he's, got fatigue and he's going to go on the 60-day. So, we'll see. Yeah. Justin says he'll get rocked in Cincinnati. It depends. Sometimes DeSclafani can, if he's hitting his spots and he's hitting the corners, and if he's getting an umpire that's giving him a little break on the edges, he can be effective. And he's pitched in that park before, and he's, sometimes guys get up a little extra up for a team they faced where they used to play for, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, his recent history.
Yep.
Woo, sheesh.
So, anyway, does anybody want to come in? We're not going to go too long. We've been going 47 minutes. I think we'll end this thing in about 12 minutes.
Sure.
So we'll go an hour tonight, and we'll come back tomorrow. Let me put the link in here real quick. Oh no, I didn't even get a link. Shoot, I didn't get a link.
Oh, you have right there. Just copy and paste. Do you want me to get it?
Go ahead. Yeah, I didn't even get the link to send to you tonight with the way it was playing out, that thumbnail.
Yeah, weird.
There we go. So we got about 10 more minutes, 11 more minutes. If anybody wants to come in, be a part of the, we don't have a call in. Like, hello, it's Sports Phone 68 with Ken Dito. So Ohtani, a team guy?
Do not know.
Don't know, but I would imagine he is. He led Japan.
Yeah, he led Japan into the WBC. Yep.
With a fiery speech. So anyway, we'll go.
Wow.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to join now for the last 10, 11 minutes. If we don't have anybody here within the next 5, we'll just shut it down. Now's your chance.
Wow.
What do we got?
That was a pretty run there. If you get a chance to take a look at it, fans are
Ohtani's?
going nuts. Yeah, Ohtani was he was feeling that one for sure. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Ohtani, I would think Ohtani's a team guy, like you said. I mean, he led the team into the championship of the WBC, so I'm not worried about that.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. From all the way from the Central Valley, I believe, right? Is it the Central Valley?
I can't remember where he said he's from.
We're bringing him in. William in the dark.
Oh, yeah, we got to do out-of-town scoreboard there, Dan.
William in the dark there. We can't hear him.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You're in the Central Valley, right?
No, Vallejo is in Northern California.
Oh, you're in Vallejo. Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
We got somebody else that called in from the Central Valley. Vallejo.
Oh, yeah. The teacher. I haven't seen him. Yeah. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Vallejo. I know Vallejo very well. Wilson Park.
There you go.
Played there.
We're also known for Mare Island Naval Base.
Yep. I played at Wilson Park as a 15-year-old in the Concord Babe Ruth All-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
We played in Vallejo. I played center field. Biggest stinking center field I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
I swear, if a ball got over my head, it was an inside the park home run because
pretty much.
it was 460 feet to center field.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who makes a park that big for, 15-year-olds or high schoolers?
They shared it with a semi-pro team too. We had called the Admirals.
Okay.
But
And,
still, 460s, yeah, humongous. I mean, damn,
Yeah, I was like, I'm sitting there playing like it, 350, because I'm playing 15, not too many 15-year-olds drive it. I could run 40, 50 feet, get back to 400.
Not too many 15-year-olds would hit it down the line either.
Yeah. I can't remember the dimensions down the line at that park.
It was somewhere close to like 330 down the line.
Yeah, it was just a huge park.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just remember being in the center. I'm just going, oh my goodness.
Just make sure it doesn't get by you. That's all you got to worry about.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
just huge. It's just like you're not used to that.
Oh, here we go.
Also,
here we go.
Soccer was played on the field too. And,
yeah, I would think you could play a football game in there easily.
Yeah,
Man,
very multi-purpose.
Yeah. Glass half full donates $9.99. Says great show, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you,
sir.
thank you.
Keep
My
it going.
glass is right now, just about half full in here.
There you go.
Still
Or is
got
it
a
half
lot.
empty?
Yeah, there we go. Glass half empty or glass half full, guys. He's an optimist. Great show, guys. The more I think about it, I don't think I'd blow up the farm for just to rent Ohtani. I think
No.
it's more realistic for somebody like Bellinger or someone else.
If you're to trade for Ohtani, there would have to be a huge push to keep that guy. Whoever gets it, I'm telling you, whatever team does, if they do trade for him, they're going to be in an opportune position to try to woo him.
Yeah, who was it that was saying that you sent it to me? Wasn't Bowden? Somebody said the Rays were going to maybe
That
get.
was Bowden.
Well, I could see the Rays doing it just simply.
It
for
doesn't
this
seem
reason.
like the Rays would do something like that, though.
Why? Why wouldn't they?
They're more of like heavy analytic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know
but if they got a star like that to win,
maybe,
and
but they're not going to sign him.
But they don't want it. They wouldn't care.
They won't care.
No, they would just give up 3 or 4 prospects and be the favorites to win the World Series.
I'm going to see where they're at.
If
They're
they did that,
yeah, because their minor league system is very good.
Yeah,
and even if they gave up those 3 prospects, like you said, it would take them no time to replace them.
exactly. Right. And if they gave up 3 or 4, gave up a major league player on their roster, you're getting a Cy Young caliber pitcher, and you're getting the most feared hitter in the game. I mean, it makes total sense.
I mean, you're getting a Cy Young type player for pitching,
and you're getting the best power hitter in the game.
Yep.
So it makes all the sense for a team like the Braves or Texas, but Texas in the same division makes it a little bit more.
Texas and the Mariners he mentioned, I was like, no. LA has a chance. I think they have more of a chance than the Rays.
No.
With the amount of prospects that they can throw at them?
You're not gonna,
because that's what it is.
Also remember that the Dodgers have their cable channel, which they get money from.
Yeah.
So
I don't see Moreno trading to the Dodgers.
Well, you remember what Ned said? Because I thought the same thing. I thought the very same thing. No way he's going to trade. But he says it would be.
If they were to give up more than what the haul, they would have to pay over, let's say everybody else is giving up 3 prospects that are top. Dodgers might have to give up 5, just to make it happen. But
so Tampa Bay's ranked 11th. They got 5 top tier 1s.
The Rays?
The Rays got 5 tier 1s. And the Dodgers, I think I got 8 or 9 or something. crazy like that.
Yeah.
Baltimore. What about Baltimore? But see, the problem is you got to go to a team who are perennial, playoff containers. Rays are, so that goes for them. Dodgers are.
I just don't see it
high.
going to the Dodgers personally, but not in the trade. But Bellinger makes a lot of sense. Guy's hitting 300 this year, and he's starting to hit home runs. He's back from injury. Giants wanted to get Bellinger this offseason, and they got outbid by the Cubs. It would be a shame to have to give up a decent prospect for Bellinger when you could have just spent a few $1 million more and got him, But Farhan, again, going cheaper.
Hey, Mario, rankings doesn't mean they're going to be an MLB superstar in any way. The only time these rankings come into play is when you want trades. You're not trading major league players for major league players. How's the trades every time go down at the trade deadline? It's always prospects.
Well, lately, it's not always prospects.
For the big ones.
Trades have been player for player. I think you're going to see some teams this year give up a decent player to get a decent player back that helps both teams. The reason I say that is because there are so many teams in the race, and teams are wanting to, they have to pay a lot more than normal prospect wise. And they're saying, look, we're dealing with only these 10 teams that are willing to sell. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to, they're trying to hold us ransom to give up all these guys because they know that there's 20 teams wanting our player, so they can, so it makes sense for some teams to go, you know what, we'll just deal with each other and bypass these losers that aren't in the race. Mm-hmm. And we'll go and we'll give you, like, for example, let's say the Giants had 5 or 6 pitchers that were pitching well, but they don't. But let's just say they did. And they said, okay, Houston, you need starting pitching really bad. We'll give you, whether it be Stripling, Mania, let's say they were Wood, Junis. One of those guys is doing well, and the Giants have an abundance. We'll say, we'll give you one of our pitchers for Dubon. And then Dubon solves your middle infield issue. He solves center field. He solves a lot of problems. But Houston's not going to need Dubon as much when Altuve comes back, right? Mm-hmm. When is Altuve coming back? Isn't he supposed to be back? I thought he was.
I'm not sure. I thought he was already supposed to be back.
But that type of trade would make a lot of sense for both clubs. But the Giants don't have that pitching right now. No. I mean,
it's going to be interesting because recent history. Let's go back here. Last year, Soto. What did they have to give up to get Soto? Damn near their entire farm.
But it was 2.5 years of control.
True. Scherzer and Trey Turner. The Dodgers gave up a shit ton of prospects.
Yeah, but Trey Turner was a year.
Trey Turner was. Chris Bryant for the Giants. We gave up 2 decent prospects. I'm just saying you're not seeing
2, but they weren't top prospects.
Exactly. But now we're talking about Shohei Ohtani. And I'm telling, specifically him, it's going to cost the gym. Even though it's a rental, it's just because of who he is.
Hey,
no one's ever seen this.
The key player in that trade, MF says
CJ Abrams.
No, it's James Wood. James Wood is like the 6th ranked. Look up James Wood, top prospect by MLB. I bet he's in the top 10. The guy can hit, and the other guy that was supposed to be the headliner is dropped like crazy. Robert Hassel III. I say every time I see Robert Hassel, I think of Eddie Haskell. But look up James Wood and just look up top 10. He's probably in there.
National top prospects.
He's probably don't even nationals. Look up top 100 prospects. James Wood is like in the top 10. He might be 5 or 6. He's really good. And he was in that trade with C.J. Abrams and Robert Hassel III, the pitcher,
James Wood, number 4.
Yep. Yeah. So Padres gave up a ton.
That's what I'm saying. Now, does it mean he's going to do anything? We don't know. But when it comes to this, is the only time where the prospects that mean anything with rankings. That's the only time, because the players go, look, oh, we want your number 5 and your number 10 and whatever it may be. That's what they go look at.
They're not just going off numbers. They're going off. They've got reports.
Of course.
They got reports on these guys.
Of course.
And they're looking at, what's their swing like, their speed, their power, their trajectory, their swing path. I mean, the Giants were not going to re-sign Chris Bryant, even if they got a decent deal for him, because they didn't like his swing path and felt like it wouldn't age well. And it's not. I mean, the Giants are so deep in analytics that they really have a really good idea what, a guy will project out to be. And I think that's why they picked this Bryce Eldridge, because he's got not only can he do two-way, but he's got power, but he's got a short, nice, compact swing. Remember how Bond's swing was very short, compact? You keep that swing. It's that big looping swing that gets you striking out all the time. And
like Yaz.
Yaz has a pretty big swing, yeah. But I'd like to see those guys just, shorten up a lot. But
I hear what you're saying. The big loopy swings get you in trouble.
Eldridge signed today for a hair under $4 million, like 3.99 something, 97. Call it $4 million. He is signed. He probably will be at the ballpark against the A's. Yep. Yeah, Eldridge
and what's his name? Walker.
I told you they'd get them both signed.
Yep.
Yeah. Giants do, they've gotten to be pretty good at getting these guys signed. And that's why if you look at the draft, there was a lot of high schoolers that were in the top 100 of the top, 300 listed. There were guys in the 40s and 50s that didn't get drafted because they probably got word that they're not breaking their commitment, their college commitment. And so they don't get picked because teams don't want to waste their draft slots in the early rounds. You might see somebody take a shot at him in around the 17th round or something, and if they saved money enough. But
I'll tell you what, Farhan is absolutely not considering Ohtani. If the Giants go after him, it's going to be above Farhan. It's going to be an ownership saying, go get him, no matter what it takes. That's going to be the direction. I agree that Farhan, the Ohtani thing doesn't fit what Farhan normally does.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they signed Barry Bonds? It took McGowan and Sue Burns to get Barry signed. It wasn't the GM who signed Barry. It was.
Oh yeah, McGowan. Yeah, the partners got to jump in on those big deals, and that was the biggest deal in baseball at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
look at that, $43 million.
$43 million. I know.
7 years, and now we're getting that passed in 1 year.
Exactly. So if let's just say Bonds turned out to be a mistake, right? That's their mistake. But when the GM does that, then they have all hell to pay,
Mario says Farhan traded for Machado with the Dodgers. No, Farhan was never the number one guy at L.A. No, he had what's his name?
Friedman above him.
Andrew Friedman above him.
Wasn't Farhan a Billy Bean follower?
Yeah,
he wasn't a flower. He was a disciple.
Yeah, he started in Oakland. Yeah, as some kind of techie guy, writing,
look at the A's all these years. They were more concerned about making money than actually going somewhere as far as championships are concerned. that's why I got this fear that when Farhan came here to San Francisco, that he would do the same thing. It's like, let's get all these patch and these players here and there to place and patch, and really not try to go anywhere, but still keep that revenue coming.
Interesting. Yeah. What interview was this there, Will Martinez? You see what he's saying? Bonds pretty much said all he does now is just go to the hitting cage, and unless someone asks for guidance, he will not say nothing.
Interesting.
The Kansas City Royals, before they changed ownership, their only concern was making TV money and really not really paying their players.
Interesting. Yeah.
But, because as long as you're getting the cut of the TV money, you're getting paid. You're making profit. It doesn't matter how many people actually come.
Well, there's a lot of people, a lot of teams like that do that. Exactly. They get the money. But anyway, we're going to.
I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait till all this stuff starts following.
Yeah, so we'll come on tomorrow. Do you want to come on?
Let's just do both of them at the same time. We don't need to come on and be done and come on again.
Yeah. We'll come on tomorrow night after the second game. Giants will take on the Reds. Resume with Jock Peterson at third base. On second base, Wilmer Flores. I got to believe he's going to be pinch run for.
Hey, here's an idea. You think they pinch run for Peterson? Was he a DH?
Yeah, he's DHing. No, he came in for Slater. So, I don't think you're going to see that.
Because their bench will be.
Yeah, I would think it's going to be someone coming in for Flores. You know what I would do? This is what Boch would do. I don't know who's a fast runner of my bullpen guys, but if I don't know, this Walker kid, if he's fast, who's in the bullpen that you know?
I could see that going all kinds of sideways. I mean, it probably worked, but
I mean, they used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
I would, you're not using a position player.
Yeah.
You're not using a guy that's probably slated to pitch in this game. If he's got to be faster than Flores. I mean, if he's got decent speed, he looks like a guy that's fairly athletic, young guy. How old's Walker? Like 27? Let me look. Come on, roster. Okay, Walker is where the heck did he go? 27. Ryan Walker, 6'2", 200. I don't know. He looks like that's 6'2", 200. That's a pretty athletic guy. He's got to be somewhat decent speed. You don't want to use Wade because you might have to use him to pinch hit in a situation. That's the way they used to do it, man. They used to have these guys. I used to see pitchers run all the time. They baby these pitchers now,
Hoodie. I mean, what if it goes extra innings in that first game?
goes like 14 innings. That'd be classic. And the second game doesn't start till 8 o'clock.
And then it rains.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, like you said, the Giants got to get some of those runs across.
They definitely got to get some of those runs across. That's what I'm going to do. I'm recommending that the Giants pinch run for Wilmer Flores, and they bring in the pitcher. Don't waste Webb's bat because you might want him down in the next spot. You're probably gonna have to put him out there, in the spot of Flores to play first base. But you could they always used to have a good athlete that used to run. I'm trying to think of some of the pitchers that used to run for the Giants. Saw it all the time growing up as a kid. Pitchers pinch running. But Junis is slow. Manaea is slow. Rivera looks like slower than Flores. The Rogers brothers, they can't run. Stripling, he's not going to be a guy that can run. Man, yeah. Alexander, you're not going to put him out. They don't have it. Gosh, they don't have very many athletic guys. But imagine, just get that guy totally loose, limbered up, and if he pulls a hammy, well, it's not like you lost Babe Ruth.
Oh man.
Yeah, G. Martinez. Timmy used to pinch run. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I mean, they're based. They used to bat. These guys should be able to run. Graves makes a good point. Says there's more to base running than just speed. Yeah, you got to be able to read the ball if it's going to get through the infield or not. Yeah, a lot of these guys don't know how to read anymore. But especially probably some of these pitchers, they haven't batted in the minor leagues.
Exactly. So they're like
7-8 years. Yeah. So, all right, let's bring in Flydall, and then we'll close it when he gets in.
Fair enough.
He's the closer.
Here comes our closer. Come on in, Flydall. The link is now in the chat. You got it in there?
Yeah, right there.
All right, Flydall. Come on in. Where is he? He's got a minute. See how fast he can do it.
Oh, who are you going to say? Dan Serious Cred, do you think you can run faster than Flores? I think I could.
Me now? No. I mean, gosh, at 40? Heck yeah.
I probably could.
At 40, I could have outrun Flores.
I'll pay sports the next day, but I probably.
No way. Bring him in.
Maybe he's trying to get on.
Do it again.
And we welcome into the stream.
I stand corrected.
Flydall. How's it going, Flydall?
How you doing, gentlemen?
Great.
Doing well.
Great.
Thanks.
Fine, thank you.
Are you just joining?
I'm just joining. I just got up from work.
Oh man, you just caught us. We were actually going to be off of this about 13 minutes ago, but we extended it when William came into the chat. Say hello to William.
Hey, William, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, Chardell. Thank you for asking.
How's your day been going?
Very well, thank you.
What do you do in your normal day?
What do I do? I'm retired, Chardell. So watching sports chats, and that's about it.
Hey, Roma, what are your thoughts on this suspended game between the Cincinnati Reds?
Yeah, it sucked. I wish they could have got it in before the rain started coming down, but it is what it is. The Giants were mounting a really good comeback here to
Rally,
get a good maybe at least 2 runs, I hope. But the rains opened up, and lo and behold, we're in a suspended game.
Yeah. So anyway, Chardell, we're going to close this, but want to bring you in. Give us give us something of wisdom before we head out.
A top
Again,
5.
I have the Giants winning tomorrow by a score of 5-2.
Okay.
No, top 5.
Reasonable.
Okay. And who's going to come through who's going to knock in the winning run tomorrow?
Austin Slater's going to knock in the winning run.
Well, that might not happen. He's out of the game.
Blake Sable's going to knock in the winning run.
Okay, but JD Davis is coming up to bat with 2 men on, second and third with 1 out.
Hey, Romo. if you got who's going to be captain of the San Francisco Giants this year?
The captain? I don't think the Giants do captains.
They don't do captains.
Yeah, they don't do captains.
No, not anymore.
Hey, hey, Romo.
Yeah, what's up?
What are your top 5 San Francisco Giants moments in history?
Oh my gosh. Top 5. Let's go with you gotta go. Shoot. I don't want to just go with the World Series. That had to be my number 1, the 2010 World Series when B. Weezy got that last out, man. That was something.
Mhm.
Of course, Madison Bumgarner and his thank you.
Play
and
him
his
off.
five innings epic bullpen game. Actually, yeah, that kind of was a bullpen game because what was
Hey,
it?
Chardot, have you
what's his
ever
name?
watched
Came in
the
for
award
2
show
innings.
before when they play the
And you're interrupting me.
Hey Dan, who are your top five
I lost my
boxers?
train of thought.
Hey Dan, who are your top 5 boxers?
Top 5 boxers. Muhammad Ali. I didn't like him, but I'm drawing a blank. 49-0, 50-0. Who was it? Who's the guy that never lost? Help me out. I'm drawing a blank.
The guy who never lost, Joe Louis.
Rocky
No.
Marciano.
No, not Rock. He just retired a couple years ago. He
Oh,
fought some,
Merriweather.
yeah, Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, right.
Didn't care for him personally, but we got Ali. Thomas Hearns, I liked him, but Manny Pacquiao is definitely one.
Larry Holmes.
From the Philippines. Yeah, I'm gonna go. How many I got? About 4. Mike Tyson was pretty tough.
Mike Tyson was awesome. Yeah, in
Yeah.
his heyday.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
heyday.
William, top 5 WWE wrestlers.
Oh, that's too easy. I'll do it real quick, so I don't want to annoy Dan. But The Rock, Stone Cold, L.A. Knight, The Big Show, and Triple H.
Oh
Hey
wow!
Dan,
No Hulk Hogan.
hey Dan, top
No.
No
5.
Hulk Hogan.
Not that jabroni.
No
Yeah.
Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, Honorary. He's on my Mount Rushmore.
My
Hey,
goodness.
hey Dan,
Yeah.
top 5.
Oh, hey, Chardell, real quick, can I tell you something about boxer Larry Holmes? He actually tried out for the United States Marine Corps and got sent home packing. Not even a week. Couldn't even last a week. Big bad boxer man. He got sent home. He said,
Yeah.
Hey Dan,
Yeah. Top
top
5 what?
5 female WWE wrestlers.
I don't know a one. I don't know a one. I'm glad you asked me. Yeah. Okay.
Dan, top 5 sports movies of all time.
Sports movies. There's
Rudy.
a lot of them. The Longest Yard was pretty funny.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Longest Yard. I remember an old one, Bang the Drum Slowly. That was with Robert De Niro.
Nice.
Hold on, yeah, Eric. I can't hear myself. Sandlot, somebody said that was good. Brian's Song was, another old one that was great.
Excellent.
Oh gosh. 8 Men Out. Oh gosh. How about the one with it's a football movie with the high schoolers. What's that high school?
Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, Friday Night Lights. And then there was one other one that was an inspirational one where the team.
Oh, We Are Marshall.
That was good too. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
And
Man.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to come up with. Remember the Titans. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, Romo. Who are your top 5 tight ends in the NFL?
Top 5. Let's see.
Number 5.
All right.
There you go.
Number 4.
All right.
All right.
Woo!
All right. Let's bring Chardal back in. One. All right, Chardal. We got one more before the show ends here tonight.
Hey, Dan.
Finish strong.
Top 5 candies. Everybody share their top 5 candies.
We've done that one before.
Come on,
Top
man.
5 vegetables.
No more top 5s.
No.
I want to hear a really good, thought out question. Let's go.
Come on, Chardal. Pressure's on.
Hey, Dan.
You need to eagle this. You're Steph Curry. You're at the golf tournament in Tahoe. You got to sink this putt, or you lose the tournament. You make it, you win.
Dan, Steph Curry is one of my favorite basketball players.
Yep, he's one of mine too. Come on, we're going to give you the epic trailer music. Here you go. Pressure is on.
I was really impressed by that hole-in-one that Steph Curry hit.
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Come
Hey,
on.
Romo, what were your thoughts on the hole-in-one that Steph Curry hit at the Lake Tahoe Golf Championships?
Fantastic. Excellent. Amazing.
Come on.
All right, let's go. Come on, Chardal.
Come on, Chardal. This is it.
Let's do it. Come
Who's
on.
your favorite World War II hero?
There you go. Your favorite World War II hero.
Man, there's so many, though.
John Bacolone.
Man,
on,
it's
Eric.
hard. It's hard.
Hey, William,
That's too hard, man. There's so many.
Hey, Chardar, are you familiar with John Bacolone?
No, I don't know who that is.
He was
All
a
right.
Marine during World War II in Japan.
Eric's thinking.
Hey, William, if there was any place you could visit in the world, what would it be? Where would it be?
Well, there's a good question.
What was that? I missed it.
If
you
there
can
could
visit-
be any place in the world that you guys could actually go to, what place would you guys go to?
This
That's
is going to sound corny, but I would like to visit where they rose the flag on Iwo Jima.
Mount Suribachi?
Yes.
Hey, Roma, would you?
I would actually like to go to Chardal's house and sit down with Chardal and really have a heart-to-heart talk.
Dinner at Chardal's.
Yep, I'd love to sit down with Chardal, have dinner, get a chance to meet Chardal in person and his
Hey,
family.
Roma, who's a bigger inspirational role model in your life, your mother or your father?
I would say my father.
Hey, Dan, who's a bigger role model in your life, mother or father?
Well, interesting question, but it's definitely my mother when she was alive because I never met my father. He died when I was 6 months old. Yeah.
Hey, Dan, who's the next San Francisco Giants player that you want to see on the Wall of Fame outside Oracle Park?
Next active or retired one?
Active Giants player.
Who's the next active one I want to see? Or are you asking who I want to see or who I think it will be?
Who you think it will be?
Okay, who I think it will be Logan Webb.
And why do you think it will be Logan Webb?
Because he's their top pitcher. He's kind of the face of the franchise right now. He signed for 5 more years. He's kind of the centerpiece that the players kind of hang with. Well, actually, I take that back. It's going to be Brandon Crawford. I'm sorry, I forgot about Crawford because I'm thinking younger guys. It will be Crawford. Will be the next guy that will be on the Wall of Fame. And isn't there a rule they have to be retired for like
I don't
3 or
really
5
know
years?
the basis of how to get on the Wall of Fame, like what criteria you have to meet.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think you have to be retired, Dan.
Well, I know you got to be retired, but how many years? I don't think I don't think they put them up, the year after they retire.
Hey, Chardal, does your mom make a good naan?
We eat a lot of Indian food. Like we eat a lot of spicy foods because Indians eat a lot of spicy. I mean, that's just our
Curry? Do you eat a lot of curry?
I'm aware of that, but don't you also have naan bread?
I like to eat butter chicken is my favorite Indian dish.
Mm.
You know, butter chicken used to be Brit. You know, butter chicken was supposed to be a British dish. It used to hail from Britain.
Well, yeah,
It was
because India
English
used
dish.
to be a colony of Britain, right?
Yeah, butter chicken used to be an English dish
Interesting.
from England.
Makes sense.
And
Well,
now they're
UK.
Americanizing it. Everything is Americanized now.
No, but hey, did your mom make a fresh bread?
No, we normally get to take out.
Well, because in the Spanish communities, Mexican communities, a lot of folks make their own tortillas. So that's why
Where has the NorCal Sports Network gone? We're talking about
know.
tortillas and non bread and
Hey, William, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on Shohei Ohtani coming over to play for the Giants, becoming the first Asian American player to play in the major leagues?
No, he won't. You
But
don't know your
everybody's
Giants
saying-
history.
No, but everybody's saying they want to see Shohei come to
Well, the
San
Giants
Francisco.
signed the first Japanese player years and years ago.
Right.
was it like in the 60s or something like that?
Yep. Late 50s,
Ohtani
early
is a one of a kind who hits and pitches. That's why people want to see him.
Hey, Dan, who are your top 5 New York Yankees players of all time?
Well, most of them I probably didn't see, but I would have to put Ruth and Gehrig. Ruth and Gehrig and Mantle. That's 3. Ruth, Gehrig, Mantle.
Martinez own Joe.
DiMaggio.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Joe DiMaggio, Jolton Joe.
Yeah,
Where-
Jolton Joe.
Jolton Joe DiMaggio. Nation fixes eyes. What is that song?
The original
Where have
Mr.
you
Coffee.
been, Joe? Nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Dan.
Cardell, can I tell you something real
Yeah.
quick?
Hey, Dan,
Yeah,
would you
things tend to happen
Cardell,
that
you know
way.
why
Glass
people
half
want to
full.
see Ohtani?
Yeah.
why?
My
Why do they
opinion,
want to see
because
Ohtani?
he puts butts in seats. He's
There
a
we go.
star.
Quality
A
over
lot of
quantity.
people want to go see
Agreed.
stars.
Hey, William, do you know Shohei Ohtani's hit of the bat? Smooth as a baby's bottom. It's the smoothest. That guy
Shohei
has a-
Ohtani will put butts in seats.
Shohei Ohtani
I'm a
has a
follower of Gary Radnich, and Radnich always said people want to go see stars.
Hey, Dan, I was just saying that Shohei Ohtani
People who
has
are
the-
not, people
All
who
right.
are not
Hey, we're
baseball
gonna.
fans want to go see stars. All
We're-
right, thank you, Dan.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Hey, guys, we're gonna
first
end
thing
this.
coming up,
Hey,
Hold
we're
on.
gonna end this. Yeah.
We're gonna say goodbye right now to let you guys go, William, and as Eric
Bye
and I
bye, baby.
Hey,
close
Dan,
the
thanks
show
for,
out. But hey, hold on, Chardal, hold on. So we want to thank you for joining tonight, and we will. Eric and I are going to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
But thanks for coming in, William. You extended,
appreciate it.
You extended us another 35 minutes, so thank you. And we'll see you another time. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow night. All right.
Oh,
Hey, Dan,
real
hold
quick,
on,
I just
Chardal.
want to thank you guys for having me on. Number 2, not kicking me off, and hopefully one day get to come on again.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
when we open it up, we'll open it up. Come on in. So thanks for joining, William, and thanks for your support.
I'm sorry, Dan. One last thing, Los, wherever you are, I'm calling you out on wrestling knowledge. Just kidding.
All right. Hey, thanks again, William, for watching the show and being a
Thanks,
part of it.
Chardal.
We'll see you
Appreciate it,
tomorrow
buddy.
night.
All right.
hey,
All right.
Okay.
Whew.
Chardal, we were trying to say goodbye. We were going to get to you. I guess we hit both of you out, but we're trying to wrap up. So thanks for joining tonight, Chardal, and coming in. Thanks for your trivia questions and everything. We'll catch you on the next show, hopefully. Thank you, Chardal.
Appreciate it.
All right. So tonight we we covered the game, the suspended game.
Yeah.
Kind of frustrating to watch a game for 7 full innings, 8th inning rally, and then just crap. It just like done, and then no updates or nothing. Like I'm watching on MLB. If I go out there at MLB, it's saying this game is in a delay.
Delay, that's it. Yeah.
There's nothing that comes back, So
as soon as I popped on KMBR, it was pretty much the same thing. It was just, we got nothing to say other than it was raining a lot and there's lightning and an update in another 15 minutes.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So they didn't get it in, and it's rain next few days. Hopefully they can get all 4 games in this series, and we don't have to go back to Cincinnati some point later in the year. That would suck. So you get these games in the summer, man. I would just look at the weather patterns and start them earlier,
Yeah, exactly. Do something.
So anyway, we will be back tomorrow night. Marty Lurie is expected to join us tomorrow night.
Nice.
Okay, so 7:30 start time, depending on course of the game. Hopefully they get the game in and we don't get rained out. Get our schedule all screwed up, but we'll come on with Marty one way or another. Maybe if there is a rain delay, maybe we'll just come on during that because we know it'll be at least an hour probably, right?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Yeah. So look, if there is a rain delay tomorrow, we'll try and just be your entertainment during the rain delay, and if the game starts back up, we'll shut it down so we can go back and watch the game.
And then we can come back on if
then we can come back on. Yeah, I'm probably without Marty, but I think if we can, Marty likes to come on a little earlier in the night anyway. So, so for everybody in the chat, thank you
Kyle.
very much.
Yeah, we did an hour and a half. Sorry you couldn't make it in time. Yeah.
For the donation, I think we had, was it Glass Half Full?
Glass Half Full.
$9.99 tonight. Thank you very much, Glass Half Full. For everybody in the chat, we've got some new names I haven't seen. David Lance, South Bay Giants is in there.
I've seen him a couple of times.
Okay, Will Martinez, a regular. Will B, Mitchell and Ness, seniors out there. G Martinez, Hoodie, AB, Haruku, Carlo P, Mark Graves. I think I mentioned Will Martinez already. Logan.
We appreciate you guys, man. You guys are loyal listeners, and we appreciate it. It's great to chop it up with you guys, and and sometimes you don't always agree, but hey, that's why we're here. It's all about sharing ideas and just having fun with it.
Eddie K, hopefully you're doing well. Eddie K, recovering.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him today.
He's in there. It's 9:47.
Oh, he is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hopefully Eddie K, you're recovering well with your surgery, everything with your head injury or whatever it was. Hope all's well. Let's see, who else did we miss? Gonzo. Oh, Gonzo. I'll call you Gonzo.
I just call him Gonzo. Yep.
Okay, I'm not a guy that swears a lot, so I'll just say Gonzo. Let's see. Sometimes it slips out. Like, what was that? We called it a rain check. What did I say? It slipped up that one
red
time.
Shit.
Oh yeah, red shirt year. Yeah.
Yeah, red shit year.
Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Mario out there. Hoodie. Yeah, we
of
just
course Robert Rufford
mentioned him. Yeah. So everybody, thanks for joining. We will see you tomorrow, and our goodbye is Eric's going to hit it. The yellow here.
Got it.
All right, everybody.
Knock it out.
Yay!